Hello everybody, welcome to Tokyo. It's midnight and this is a Tokyo midnight cherry blossom safari. Check it out. This is what I'm talking about. Every cherry blossom season, I'll come out here with a flashlight and I'll take you around my neighborhood or a place close by and show you what looks like snow on the trees. And I think it's at nighttime when the cherry blossoms are the most magical because the dark sky, the contrast with the white blossoms is just incredible. And now that we've upgraded the live streams to 1080p, I think perhaps you'll be able to get an even more beautiful view of them. Check it out. This is my favorite tree just down here. The signal's not too good, but I'm gonna show you a video. Hold on a second. The weather is really bad. I'm gonna show you a video of what it looked like. You can see the rain is coming down. There's a puddle here. I'm going right through it. How you doing, everybody? Welcome. It is a little bit past midnight. I gotta keep it down because I'm in a residential neighborhood, but this is one of my favorite places for the cherry blossoms. And you can see we're at full bloom, which is beautiful. And no rain, no chill, no wind is gonna stop me from coming out and doing what I do, which is this. So thanks everybody for joining me for the next 20, 30 minutes or so. Look at it. It really looks like some kind of magical, you need a flashlight to really appreciate it, to make it glow. But it looks like it's winter. It looks like it's like January or something. It's pretty incredible. Bradshaw Studio, Josh Schneider, thank you guys, welcome. I'm gonna take you across the street. It's even more beautiful over there. Is that even possible? I'm gonna have to continuously wipe the screen. There's not much I could do about it. But we're in the center of Tokyo. You can see the cherry blossoms right there. We're gonna walk down where there are a bunch of them, across the street on a green light here. And I'll take you around an area. I probably came here last year too. It doesn't really matter because every year is special. This one in particular has rain. You can see across the street, there's the cherry blossoms there. I'm hoping that this light will turn real quickly because it's just chilly. All right, good. There are a couple of my favorite blossoms right in front of us. And I was here last week and there were one or two. And I think it's important to show. What is it? Rain is all over. I think it's important to show what a couple of days does. Let me get the flashlight out here. What a couple of days can do. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Wow. Midnight snack run. This is from Josh Schneider. Midnight snack run for old time sake. Really? There's no sake involved. Wow. I love these long walkways. Nobody here because it is, like almost 1 a.m. It is just beautiful. Wow. It's crazy beautiful. Like I could stay inside and admire it from a window, but it's just, you have to get a little wet sometimes on days like this because they're not gonna be here forever. They're not gonna wait for you. You have to go to them. That's true love. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, okay, here you go. Turn the camera around. We've got a lot to appreciate here. Let me see if I can get some of the water off of the lens. I'm completely soaked. All right. Boom. Yeah, Josh, I know what you meant. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. I'm just pulling your leg here. We're having a good time. Look at the way they just dance, right? This tree had a couple of blossoms in the middle of it if we compare it to just a week ago. And now look at it. And they're at full bloom at this time. They will hang on in rain and wind, but not for very long. And I'm hoping that this is going to pass maybe tomorrow. And then we'll still get a few days extra of cherry blossoms, because next week I want to enjoy it on the weekday when there's not going to be a lot of people. Places like Nakameguro, for example, the river there, they're incredibly crowded. It really is hard to appreciate nature when you're surrounded by 10,000 people, like in your face. That's why you come to places like this, and you come at times like this, and you bring a light like this. Because, yeah, just make sure if you do go to a residential area, don't shine the light into people's windows, because that you might not make any friends. Wow, this is like a tunnel, a cherry blossom tunnel. Sometimes you'll have street lights that illuminate them, but you really do have to bring your own light to really appreciate it just a little bit more. And I would totally get some midnight snacks, but I kind of stopped doing that because it wasn't good for me to be eating at midnight, and it's not good for you either. You can see how windy it is right now. I have a mic to cover it so it's not too windy, and hopefully this is coming in at 1080p, beautiful HD size, comparably. Looking back at the years that we've been doing these live streams in 720p. When I started in 2017, we had 480p. We didn't even have 720p. So we've come a long way with live streaming. But you can't stop the elements, the wind, the chill, the rain. It's really chilly. I got shorts on because if I had pants on, it would just get wet. I got shorts and sandals on. All right, I'm gonna walk over towards a place where we're gonna be able to see the Tokyo Sky Tree. I think it is, now let's see if I can muffle the wind a little bit, put the mic inside. I do have an umbrella, but it's hard to do both. All right, let me show you while we're walking towards there, my favorite tree in this neighborhood. So what I like about it is that it's at the base of a stairway, and it kind of reminds me of maybe like a scene from The Exorcist or something in a beautiful way. I mean, it is dark and night, you know, and wet streets, but the way that this cherry blossom tree just hovers over the stairway, it's really beautiful. And I would go running here when I was in better shape a few years ago, quite a bit. But now I just walk around the neighborhood in the rain and appreciate it. The rain also makes the bark a little bit darker, adding more contrast to it. Here, I'm gonna walk up the steps a little bit and then look back at the tree, and you can see just how beautiful it is at night in particular. Gonna wipe the lens there. Yeah, if I pan down from it, you can see the two streets. There's a beautiful footpath that you can run on. And this tree just like welcomes you. And for a week out of the year, it's like this. It's just so magical. So that might be my favorite tree in this neighborhood. It's not a big tree. It's not a you know, a massive tree with a lot of people picnicking around it. It's really hard to do something like that. But it's a tree that I like because I see it a lot. And for me, like at this time of year, this is when you see that tree that you walk by every year in its full glory, in its full beauty. And that's to me, it's a special time for that reason. Because youth and beauty is short, and we must appreciate it. Like this. This is a bigger sakura tree. This one's not, wow, this one's got some time to bloom here. I see Michael Sassano is here. How you doing? This one is not even, this one is still blooming, so we have a couple of days. That bodes well for us, folks. So for those of you that are coming, these trees, some of them might be hanging on for a little bit longer. Another reason why I wanted to come out at midnight was to just also gauge how long the sakura season is going to be in Tokyo. If the blossoms are flying off right now and we have the blizzard of white petals, then we know for sure that there's not going to be a lot remaining next week. But because it looks like, I should have brought a towel. It looks like these blossoms are going to hang on. As long as this wet stuff goes away, which it's forecasted to, we're still going to have a fairly decent cherry blossom festival next week, which bodes well for the city of Tokyo as well, because we definitely need that. There's a lot of people visiting Japan right now, in particular Tokyo, who don't know about going to the countryside, who don't know the countryside, who want to see the cherry blossoms. So this is great. If you can just look down below, you see a few petals, but you really don't see a lot of them. Shine the light on it there. You see a few, right? So that's good news. Whew. Oh gosh, the wind is strong. All right, let's walk over here to the corner. I think we can see the Tokyo Sky Tree in the distance. There's nobody out here. It is a little creepy, and there's a part of me, I've been editing all day today. There's a part of me that's in my mind feels like there are zombies around. Don't know why. Just be on the lookout for that. This is a smaller Someyoshino tree that was probably planted in the last couple of years, but it still blossoms very well, and you can see we have a very impressive flow for a youngin'. Give it another 10 years. There's a tree in Fukushima that is 1,000 years old. You need a car to get there. That is considered one of the most important trees in Japan. Look at the one here. This one has a street light that is flowing from, I'm gonna clean the lens again. So that street light really does do a great job of bringing out that white blossom color. Hold on a second. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. So I don't have to even use this light very much, but the way that these blossoms flow down to the river too, you can see there's some lights on the river that adds to the view as well. I'm not so afraid of Sadako. I think we would get along very, very well. I mean, she can't even see anything. Like, now that we started talking about it, let's stop, because it's slightly creepy. Okay? Let's keep it to ourselves. Hey, Lilac Peach, 14 months, thank you so much. We have some really long-term members here, and I'm so grateful for that. Okay, we're coming up to another row of cherry blossom trees. This area is called Sakura. It's an original island in Tokyo Bay. It's the only, I believe, the only original island. The rest of it was man-made, built out. Starting with Shinkawa, which is across the river here. That was built man-made in the Edo period. But this rock was where, I don't know, Osaka fishermen were stationed to fish for the shogunate. And they would, that's the story. I guess they had to be from Osaka, and they had to be on this island. And I don't think they wanted to be in Edo anyways. And they would send the ship, send the fish by ferry across to the city, to the fishmongers. So there's a vibrant community here. The festivals are pretty vibrant, but a lot of celebrities live in this area. The rent's a little high. Wow, okay. All right, this is the point, and I come here a lot. This is where Kanai danced a few years ago, almost 5 years ago. We've been married, going on our 5th year, believe it or not. This year will mark the 5th year, 2018. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. So we might do something special for you guys here. Hold on a second. Wipe the lens again. All right, there's some sakura tree here. These sakura tree also are planted for the kids that are born in Chuoku. And Leo was born in Chuoku here in Tokyo. That's one of the 23 wards or cities within the metropolis of Tokyo. And Leo has a tree here too, planted by the city. Is that it, or is that, no, that's the new one. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the new one. I wonder, I don't even know which one's Leo's. I can't remember anymore. So it says congratulations to all the kids that were born this year, and they've planted a new sakura tree here for the kids. And oh, look at that. They put the names of the kids here. There's some in English. These are the names of the kids that were born in this ward. And this is a Some Yoshino tree planted in their honor. And you can see it's just a sapling. It's so small, and over the years it's going to get bigger and bigger, and there are other trees around here that represent older kids. And Leo was born in 2 years ago, so I'm guessing that it's this tree. Can you see the names? I can't even see the names. Is Leo's name there? Whoa. Maybe you guys can come and check it out. Is it this one? I gotta bring Leo here. I forgot about this tree. Where's Leo's name? Did they write it in katakana? Dob Leo. Where is it? Do you see it? Yama. So that's Tati Tuteto Kikuchi Ishi O. I can't find it. My eyes are bad. I don't know. He might be here. I can't find it. Oh, this is a Showa 3. I think that's Leo's birthday, right? I don't know. Maybe they spelled my name wrong. I can see there's some katakana names here. There's a Chinese name, Li Anyi. That's nice. I don't see it. All right, well, maybe I gotta get my eyes checked. I don't even know, is it Showa 5 or Showa 6? It's so confusing. It's 2023. I'll check tomorrow. Nevertheless, it's pretty cool. There's the mighty Samidagawa River. This is the river that goes straight through the heart of the city. That spaceboat will not be making its way through at this time of night. But I will. Leo was born in Reiwa 2. Okay, that makes sense. He just turned 2, so it was 2 years ago. Hey, Brandani is here. Takdiak is here. Thanks for all the dedication all these years, John's greetings from Switzerland. Looking forward to seeing you December after 5 years of not being back. I will be here, except I often go to the Christmas markets in Europe during this time, so we might be jettisoning over to your neck of the woods. And Mohammed's here. Enjoy your night walk, John. Fan from Singapore. Welcome. Thanks for joining us here. We have a beautiful, chilly, rainy night. I got the light held up here. And this is also a very beautiful spot. We have a few more mature sakura Some Yoshino trees with the Sumida River glistening down below with some of the city lights. It really is a beautiful scene here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Let's use the main lens, and it makes the city lights really pop. Yeah, you can see the wet bark of that Somei Yoshino tree. Makes it darker. Adds a little bit of character to it. Getting some water is always good for trees. Thankfully, they don't feel the cold as far as we know. Although Japan does wrap them up with some bamboo jackets every now and then. You can see the light in the distance. That's Tokyo Tower. I don't know if the light is actually on or not, but it's in that direction, is Tokyo Tower. Wow. That's so nice. All right, let's go down under the bridge. From here, you can see Tokyo Sky Tree. Check it out. You can see the different lens on the iPhone makes a huge difference. Yeah, you can't really see it, sorry. All right, I'm gonna go back to the main lens here. The tallest freestanding tower in the world. All right, let's go down under the bridge. There are a lot of sakura on the other side. A lot of the sakura at the Tokyo Sky Tree are of a different variety. They're the pink yaezakura, I believe, and they bloom about 2 weeks earlier than the Somei Yoshino. So all those pictures of the cherry blossoms, they're all those blossoms are gone. So you're not going to be able to see that picture with the, at least unless there's Somei Yoshino, but I believe that they're the version that bloom a little bit earlier. It's a pretty shot. You see this with the under the bridge with the Tokyo Sky Tree right there. This is a nice area to run if you have a hotel in Tsukiji or Ginza. You can come out to the Sumida River and the path here, no traffic lights. You'll be able to run for, I don't know, you can run all the way to Skytree in that direction. Just follow the Sumida River and it's beautiful. All right, we're on the other side. Let's take a look. I see my friend Jeff Kennedy's here. Hey buddy, when you come to Japan, come and meet this tree, Jeff. We're gonna name this beautiful tree Jeffrey. Right next to the bridge. So you can find it. This is right next to the Chuo Bridge, the Jeffrey tree. All right, let's walk a little bit along. We're gonna go up. I wanna stay on the riverside. I know the signal for some reason isn't very good over there, just years experience walking in this area. But you can see there are some street lights. Now, if you go and travel around Japan, especially outside of Tokyo, you're gonna find that a lot of the places illuminate the trees and they have street foods. They make a real festival out of it and they don't get the same kind of numbers as Ueno Park. Ueno Park is insane. But if you go out to, the first city I lived in was called Okazaki in Aichi Prefecture. That's the prefecture with Nagoya. And they had a beautiful festival in their park. There's also a castle there, street food, not as many people, which is perfect. That's the castle where the Shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu was born, and I live 50 meters away from it. And every spring I would walk out there. Actually, it was just one spring when I think about it. 1999, I was out there and I enjoyed every single second of it and just was so impressed with Japan. And I said, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And that really impressed me with Japan, that they Like this country is my home, 1999. I'm living in a country that has so much beauty like this. America does too, but you can't walk out at midnight and appreciate it unless you're living out in the countryside. Can't do it in the middle of the city like we are right now. The Tokyo subway does not run 24 hours a day. It runs till about midnight. JR will run till about 1:30, but it's definitely limited. All right, let's go up the steps here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's go up the steps here. If you miss your last train, you're either staying at a manga kisa or manga cafe, internet cafe, or you are staying in a hotel maybe, or you're taking a taxi home, which will cost you an arm and a leg, or you can just sleep on the street. That's what some people do. I wouldn't recommend that though. Wow. I need a stronger light, but I brought this light on purpose because it isn't too strong, because this is a residential neighborhood and the last thing you want is to shine a light into somebody's window. Although this light does have police car LEDs that go blue and red. So like I could freak out a bunch of people, but it doesn't make a siren sound, so I'd have to do that myself. I'm not above that. That's the dance. Do you see them? A little breeze, that's the dance. They're so heavy right now. The blossoms this is the most, I don't know how much leaves weigh, but this weighs more than the leaves, so that's the dance they do when the rain, when the wind hits, and they are wet. Let's see if I can get in. They won't even hold still. Hey! Freeze. Oh! That's the dance that they do. And with a zoom lens, it's really hard to get them to stop. You have to shoot them with like 500, a shutter speed of 500 or more, or else it blurs. Freeze. Oh, it did for a second. The Some Yoshino cherry blossoms don't have a smell, so there are varieties of them that do, but this one in particular doesn't have much of a floral smell to it, so if you smell something good, it might be somebody standing next to you. Probably me, I smell like soap. Most of the time. It's not quite as dark in the city. You can still see there's a glow from the city lights around. So I'm going to walk down towards the river just a little bit. Wow. This is also a beautiful path to run under the canopy of cherry blossoms right here. Tomorrow, if the rain holds off, there will be a lot of people with blue sheets here picnicking, but it's nothing compared to what you see at Ueno Park. The way that the blossoms, you see these branches, they're all trying to swoop down to the river to collect up some of that moisture, I think. So you get the backside of it, but this is what it looks like to be underneath the canopy. And it looks like we're still not at fully at 100%. I'm looking down at the ground, and this is the test here. And again, I said this about 20 minutes ago. It bodes well that there are not a lot of blossoms despite the heavy rain most of the day. if it can hold out and tomorrow it starts to subside and Sunday it says that the weather might improve, we could have a pretty decent week next week. It's a little bit cooler here. Maybe because you guys are here. It's hard to do a zoom lens with this because of the wind. But you can see they're just really heavy with all of the water that's on it from all the rain. Wow. Looks like snow. I believe this is the Sakura Bridge. And I just passed the Ohashi Bridge, or is this a Tsukishima Bridge? I can't remember. I think this is Sakura, I'm not sure. I forget. I just know that this area is really great for walking around because it's quiet and pretty safe. And you have the Tokyo Sky Tree just past, that's Chuo Ohashi. I know that right there. And you can see the Sky Tree on the left side between the bridge doing its thing. I used to do yakiniku parties here. You're not allowed to have a barbecue in the city of Tokyo, but if you time it right between the security patrols, you light the fire as soon as they go by, you can get a good 3 hours before they come back around. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that, although I just said I did, but nevertheless, it's not encouraged. So I don't encourage you to do that. Don't do it. But, oh wow. But somebody had a barbecue here. And it was me, maybe. So you don't want to give it away. It's nice to see from our friend Ninja Monkey. How you doing? He will be back in summer. Yeah, right here, it's a beautiful spot, right on the stairs. Somebody that you might know had blue sheets here and had about 100 people come for barbecues right here. And that was maybe 10 years ago. This person no longer does these kind of parties because this person is busy. Wow. I used to do them, well, this person used to do it on the 29th day of warm days. Because 29 is ni and ku, which is niku. That'd be niku no hi, the day of meat. That we would meet. Not me, other people. Because I didn't organize these parties. You're not supposed to. But I might have. It's a rumor. Wow, you can sit down here as well. So if you have a bento, there are some park benches here and you can sit and enjoy your lunch. There are food trucks here as well, just about, I don't know, like 200 meters towards a supermarket that is on Google Maps. Boom. today they had a brick oven pizza truck, I believe. I don't know if I can I import the pizza truck guy? Yeah, maybe I can. I think I just did. All right, hit the like button, and I will show you what a brick oven pizza truck in Japan looks like. This might be pretty cool. All right, there are a couple of cherry blossoms in this direction. How do I know? Because I would run quite a lot in this area. Mike Chan wants that pizza truck. Come on, guys, just do it. I'm gonna show you anyways. All right, here it is from a distance. He's got a brick oven pizza oven in there. It's so cool. And let's see here. I think I might have. Is it finished? I think I might have zoomed in on there. Yeah. And then here, he's got the fire roaring in his truck, and he's bringing out some very tasty morsels. Wow. I have tried the pizza. Peter and I got one, and we sat out on the river a while ago. Oh, they got pizza romana. It's like anchovies or something. All right, let's go down here. Oh, that looks too scary. I'm gonna back away. All right, let's go this way. Boy, somebody mentioned like 20 minutes ago, Sadako? I think you're not even supposed to say the name, I think. It's giving me the creeps because it is 1 a.m. and there isn't a soul out here. There are no witnesses. So I think just let's not talk about any horror stuff or anything that might jeopardize the beautiful blossoms, okay? Let's just, the land of tofu cars, don't say anything, okay? You can use that emoji, but let's keep it to a minimum. We don't want to, bring something here. Yamato, please, no. Don't even write it, okay? I can see it. Just keep it to yourself. Spurk de Kevin, I think you didn't get the message. That's creepy. I mean, in the way that it is just silent. Wow. All right, let's keep going. My bicycle's over in this direction. Somebody standing under the opening of the tunnel down there. I mean, don't imagine, but if you were to imagine it. It would be down there, the end of the street. Oh my gosh. All right, this is Sakura, and I was talking to you a little bit about the history, this being an island of Osaka fishermen fishing for the shogunate back in the Edo period. And they're famous for a festival that takes place in the summer. Not every summer, every 2 summers it takes place. And here is the omikuji. No, it's not the omikuji, the portable shrine. It's really pretty. Gosh, my mind is not functioning. Beautiful. All right, let's walk down the street in this direction here. That car just pulled up. At least it's a witness. It's good to have other people around. Sounds like a EV. Tokyo is very safe at night. Because of the pandemic, they didn't hold that festival the last couple of years, so I cannot wait for them to hold it again. I haven't been yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a very, really great festival. A lot of festivals have been canceled over the last few years, and we're starting to feel happy again. The cherry blossom festivals are in full force, and that's just a really wonderful thing. Although, as I tell you over and over, Tokyo is average. The best festivals are outside of the city. Now, this is in the middle of Sakura. It is a red bridge. It's a really scenic red bridge, and it's not something that you expect because this is just a, what is it, like a 5-minute bicycle ride from Ginza. This is 5 minutes from central Ginza, everybody. Somebody was walking their dogs at 1 a.m. Do you see there's a tree in the middle of the Nagaya, which are the old row houses? That tree is a shrine. They built the houses around the tree. And if you come to this area, go between the buildings, and give a little prayer. In fact, I can do that if you guys encourage me. I need some courage. Because I'm getting a little creeped out. There's some cherry blossoms down there at the end of the street. All right, let's go. I'm gonna walk down an alley. How crazy is that at 1 a.m.? Can't wait to get back home. This is an old area. If there's gonna be something like that, it's gonna be here. Here's a shrine. Kazike, courage for both shrine and then beer. I think I might need one of those. Orion's angel. I don't think that that's funny. You didn't see anything behind me because you can't even see behind me. All right, this is the way to the tree. I showed you that tree earlier. Let's go down the alley and I will show you. Let's be really quiet, okay? Because there's people living here. Let's go between the alley. That's what you get for being a member of the Only Japan channel. Secret shrines. That one is as secret as it gets. Well, it's not really many guidebooks, but it's a very nice temple. You can see the tree coming out. Unless you knew about it, you wouldn't know to go down that alley. You can see there's a sign right here. You see the red sign? That kanji on the top is Sakura. That's the name of this town. It's an old town, and again, it's only 10 minutes away from Ginza, which is crazy when you think about it. Wow, I love this place. Yeah, there's lots of food places open, just not around here. All right, everybody, this is a good place to leave you. My bike's just over there. So I hope this was informational. The rain has stopped. That's always good news. It was really coming down at the start of this live stream, and for me, this is a time of year I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss the cherry blossoms, and I don't want you to miss it either. So I'm out here for all of us, and it's just a magical time. I'm going to capture this, like mentally. I'm taking mental photos. I don't have to do that anymore because we got YouTube. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna see in April if I can go up to Fukushima, which is my favorite. I used to live up there. It's my favorite place to go for cherry blossoms because they have a very special connection, I think, that we don't have here in Tokyo. The cherry blossoms, it's a time, and Fukushima is more like it's really like a samurai culture, like Bushido, all that stuff. You get that up in Fukushima, especially in the Aizu Wakamatsu, the central part of it, and they have some of the most beautiful cherry blossoms because those samurai up there are tough as nails. Of course, there's no samurai anymore, but wherever the toughest samurai were often where the most beautiful cherry blossoms were. And maybe Tokyo samurai, Edo samurai were kind of wusses, maybe. But no, they got some pretty good ones here. But they have like 1,000-year-old cherry blossom trees up there. And I want to see some of those. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. Join us on the Discord server for the after stream special. I'm not going to be there, but other people will. And you can talk to them because they're all really nice. See everybody. Shh, just be quiet. And don't say that name. If you say it 3 times, it comes. It's not Beetlejuice. That's Michael Keaton. We already know that. Just don't say the other name.